Mm-hmm.
No, it's on mute.
Have you ever struggled with the thought of how your family would make it financially if you were no longer here? Well, at Seven Figure Century Agency, our aim is to help you stop struggling with that thought and put a plan in place that will help them for years to come. So give us a call at 551 207 1327. Our eager team is here to help you. That's 551 207 1327.
All right, I guess we can just get right into the show, right?
Oh no, we got some stuff here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, this is Champagne, the creator of Recognized Magazine. And if you're a music artist, a producer, or any type of music lover and would like to be featured in our new magazine, Recognized Magazine, email your music bio, 3 good quality images, and 2 social media links to our email at recognizedmagazineusa@gmail.com. That's recognizedmagazineusa@gmail.com. We also on iGram at Recognized Magazine USA. Peace, Champagne.
But I know it don't. DJ Drewski in the building. The Instagram is @SoDrewski. Now don't forget, February 18th.
We up.
It's going down the Who's Next NYC concert. Shout to JM Empire. Shout to Vero G, DJ Loudmouth. It all goes down at the Brooklyn Music Kitchen in Brooklyn.
Hearing voices in my head telling me that you still want me. Hearing voices in my head telling me that you still want me. Telling me that
Candy Solid Circle, DJ Bam, Hef will be in the building. DJ Loud. DJ Ralphie Ralph, DJ Loudmouth. That's right. Not yet. We'll give us a few minutes. No. Leave that. We have to say something in the beginning. Give us a few minutes.
telling me that you still want me. My anxiety's taking over. It makes me feel so lonely. Every day my demons hold me. If you love me, please just show me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is DJ Loudmouth here in the building. The infamous, the world famous DJ Loudmouth here. Here at DTF Radio, Spotlight Radio Show. Our number one home here for over the past 3 years, and will continue to be in the future, even though we're at WPAT 930 now officially. You can check me out Fridays, 6 or 7 p.m. Bringing you hottest independent and mainstream artist music, tri-state area nationwide, WPAT 930 on the AM dial. We're the next movement, and J Empire Media. And we got, of course, Sundays 8 to 9 p.m. Sundays 8 to 9 p.m. Our national show, Spotlight Radio Show Power Hour. That's right, just like we do here, but it's a power hour because we're national, nationwide, coast to coast. And we bring you independent artist reviews from around the world every single Sunday night, on prime time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So we're worldwide, a national platform, international for independent artists worldwide. All right.
We got a caller.
Well, we're not taking no calls today.
Oh, it's a spam. Forget it. No risk.
Well, I'm here. Joseph Biden, the President of the United States, gave a State of the Union. And at this time, me as CEO and President of JM Empire Media, I'm going to give my brief State of the Union of JM Empire Media and what we're doing here moving forward. So there's some things I'm going to address here. There's some things I'm not for legal purposes. And for law enforcement purposes, I cannot disclose on the air. All I can say is our event, February 18th, will still happen. It will not be postponed. It will not be canceled. I know there's individuals out there, interrupters, that would like to see us fail. They'd like to see us get canceled and off the air. And I've been in this game for 20 years. and I would be here for another 50. We're not going anywhere. We are not scared of you. We are not afraid of anybody. And we have God on our side, Jehovah God on our side. And he will continue to bless and protect us and this nation against all enemies invisible, domestic and foreign. Just like Biden protects us as a nation, I will do whatever it takes to protect us as a company, as a brand, and I will not let anybody interrupt anything that we are doing. Events come and go. People come and go. But the constants is JM Empire Media, Stay Zen Entertainment. And those that are loyal will be with us to the end, all the way to the top. And those that are not, we will simply just cut you off and not do business with you, and that's it. Because there's nothing personal, it's strictly business. We're not here to play games. We want to be friends as much people as we can. But at the end of the day, it's business. We're not here to make friends. We're here to make money, and the people that we're with to make money. And at the end of the day, this is a platform for independent artists, and that's our objective. That's what we're in business for. We're in the business of independent artists worldwide, and for our sponsors and advertisers. And that's what we'll continue to do so. Everything legal on the up and up. However other people do business, that's their business, not mine. Not anybody's business, but their own. I respect our competitors. I respect everybody. I'm not stepping over nobody's toes. All I ask in return is don't step over ours. Because we will kill you with continued success. Continued success. So no one is going to stop us, knock us off, try to intimidate us with any kind of tactics whatsoever. Because we have law enforcement, local, state, federal on our side, and we have the law. So, in closing, to continue the show, because we got great guests here today, and we wasted enough of their time and our listeners' time dealing with this BS. This February 18th, we're still doing the event. We're still going to have people from Hot 97 come in, and we're going to have the best show as possible. Tickets are available now. They're $30 now on Eventbrite. So go get them now. They're only $30 on Eventbrite. We're going to have The Movement, Candy Soda Circle, DJ Bam, DJ Hef in the building. And Drewski will make up for it in a future time. We're going to have 2 winners on the event on the 18th. And instead of $500 cash, they're both going to get a one-on-one listening session with Drewski, which I'm going to pay for personally. So there should be no misunderstandings, confusions. Everything has been said live on the air. And if anybody has anything to say, I will give them an open platform on these chairs here to come and challenge anything that I'm saying. We just do it on the books, on the radio, and not behind a computer screen or behind our backs and try to stab us in the back. We've been nothing but loyal and love all you motherfuckers. And this is the thanks and the appreciation that we get. But that's okay, though. It's nothing personal. I wish everybody the best of luck in their future endeavors, whatever path they chose. And if you want radio play, holla at me. That's all it is. So in closing, J Empire Media is firm. We will stand united, stand tall like the Freedom Tower and the Empire State Building, and like our American flag, we will stand tall through all enemies, foreign, domestic, and we will face all challenges together head on, united front. And that is it. This is my official State of the Union for JM Empire Media. And this is DJ Loudmouth. I endorse this message. Now let's enjoy the show that we have left for you and bring our guest in.
All right, guys, welcome to the Vero G Spotlight Radio Show here at DTF Radio each and every Wednesdays at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's your host, Vero G, with, of course, co-host The Loudmouth. Sorry, we came a little tardy with time. We usually are on time, which is a bit crazy today. Things happen for a reason, right? So so let's get right into it. So quickly, you guys can follow my Instagram at official Vero G. You can find him at the Loudmouth, of course. Captain Clutch 80. Gemini Stacks is not in today, but you can also check him out at Gemini Stacks. Not Super X, not 3X, it's just 1X. Definitely make sure you guys okay. But like I said again, let's get right into the show. Quick announcements, quick, because we got our guest right in the building. Today's guest, I'm honored, truly honored. He is the candidate. That's right, guys. I'm honored. Yes, he is the candidate for the Bronx 17th district. He's running for that candidacy for that district in the Bronx. Let's give it up before we get into announcements. To right now in the building, I'm honored. Sergeant. Oh, I'm so excited. We got Sergeant Gonzalo Duran. Yeah. Welcome, guys. Welcome. And you have a young man with us today.
Yes. Well, first of all, just let me say thank you for having me. You're throwing it out at me, but look, I'm among the stars over here. Veronica G, Jason Murillo. The Empire is up in here. And let's see, Veronica, you have like 6-7 CDs out.
Something like that.
A couple books written, published, and everything like that.
Yeah.
DTF for 3 years. Yeah, I think your anniversary was like a week ago or something like that.
On January.
January.
Yeah.
So you hit your 3-year mark.
Thank you.
Still hitting it hard. And what else? You're a singer, writer, producer, megastar on other stuff. Right. Come on, So
okay.
I'm the one lucky to be on here.
Oh,
and then I got DJ with me. Say hello to the audience, DJ.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? How you doing?
Doing good.
That's what's up. Okay.
So I think we set the bar a little low though a couple minutes ago.
Yes.
I don't really have any competition right now for me in my office. Okay. So you're looking at the soon-to-be city council.
There you go.
For the 17th district of the Bronx.
Exactly. So I'm honored for that. We're gonna get into you guys in a few minutes. We just do quick announcements and do how to do the run show, and we're gonna talk about everything about what you guys are doing and also what you're doing with the teens, with the youth, and all that.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, guys. All right, so quick announcements, as you guys know. This Friday, actually, I'll be hosting and also performing for our pre-Valentine's Day event at the Grill in the Hill. Ooh. The guy's like, That'll be at 9 p.m. That's in Harlem, guys. So definitely, check it out if you're interested. Bring your loved one and your side chick or whatever. Being G-rated today. Whatever you call it. All right. So as he mentioned as well, DJ Loudmouth will be having a February 18th event, as you know, in Brooklyn. It's called Brooklyn Music Kitchen. So definitely that'll be amazing. We're having the movement come through. We have a great artist, some lineup of artists performing. So definitely, and I'll be hosting it as well with Candy Solid Circus. Oh my gosh, sorry. Hope I did not say your name wrong. Candy Solid Circle. Oh, so many people in my head right now. Forgive me. Okay, that's going to be happening on February 18th. Also, I'm going to be quickly special guest for another event in Brooklyn. So stay tuned for that and all that. So the Love on the Air tour, Love is in the Air, all that. So big shout out to you, Rich Management. I hope a name up, but big shout out to you guys. All right, so quickly, guys. Like I said again, also vote for me. I'm the best female artist for this year for We Are Not a Label. Awards is already out now. It's on Google form. So if you guys need the link, I will contact you guys. You send it to your inbox, and share. It's until March 8th. That's the end of the voting. It's one today and share. Okay, so quickly. All right, guys. March 12th. Also, we'll be having the Spotlight Power Hour show. We do every Sundays there at WPAT 9:30 a.m. And we'll be announcing the winners for that award. Also, guys, February issue is out now. The Vero G Spotlight magazine is out at www.magcloud.com. Go support it, guys. Check it out. All right, let's get ready to quickly today's topic. So this is for both of you guys that you're here. All right, so first one, this is at home. So which president? This is for both of you guys. Do you feel really did justice for us? And why?
DJ, you want to take that one first?
Nah, you got it.
Oh, come on. Okay.
Well, so it depends on a lot of factors. Like who made the biggest impact recently? I would say Trump. Who's been doing some of the most impactful things that we as a society saw was Obama.
Yes.
And then, I mean, the one that reflected most upon me in my views as of today, not because any particular affection for him or anything, but I grew up watching Bill Clinton on TV, listening to his speeches, reading about his bio, and then, all the things that happened in his career. It was upfront to me at the most.
Awesome.
So
nice. Okay, and you kind of like see that, and like we're gonna add more to it where you're kind of seeing that in a bit, talk about that and what you're doing and that. But you kind of like use it as a kind of like a vessel, like kind of like a portrait for you to kind of like see what he thinks, what he had fought for in that sense, issues and situations, and you can utilize that for yourself as well.
Of course.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about that in a minute. He said nothing, right?
He's a little shy today.
Okay, okay. Don't be shy.
I'm gonna throw something out there. Is this first time on the radio?
Congratulations.
I was like in my late 20s, early 30s before I made my first radio. And I think what was yours though?
Oh Lord, late 20s, yeah.
Late 20s. So he's 15, just hit the radio station as first, so that's the accomplishment right there.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Woo, 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 woo. Yeah. He's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. That's cool. Okay, guys. Me quickly on that. I will say Obama for certain reasons. He did help a lot. Also FDR, may he rest in peace many years ago. You know what I'm talking about. Franklin
I didn't know you were going that back.
Yeah, we go way back now. He's like, wait, before our time. Yeah, FDR, we all know him as Franklin D. Roosevelt. And he did a lot for us. He did the programs for low-income families and other things. And even before he's the only president in the United States that did almost a fourth term, if you noticed that. Yes. He was entering, and unfortunately he had that disease, and he unfortunately passed away. But right before he was entering towards that presidency, he was going to run more programs for us, for low income and different situations and people that were at that time going through a lot of times, even the Great Depression during that time. That's why he made those programs for us. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot,
So I didn't know we were going that far
yeah, we
back.
go way back.
So, FDR, obviously because of the war, that's why he was prolonged in his candidacy and his terms. Mm-hmm. And, that's never going to happen again. They made a law in Congress to make sure that wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
For me, when I look at what the president or a political person should be like, I would say like our forefathers, the founders of this country, when they were going for election or trying to go in for certain positions, they were revered in not only as them as individuals, but it was like a unanimous type of thing back then. Like George Washington was unanimously made president of the United States. There was no competition against him.
Yeah.
James Adams was the second president. I think he has some fight with him, but even those men were pushed for something, and it wasn't the negativity that we have now. Like right now, you have to pick the lesser of two evils.
Yes.
And that's what we have to see. In the two-party system, that has its flaws. You don't have a Republican and a Democrat, and we're never saying, oh, well, obviously in New York City, we're, a blue state. So
yeah,
a Democrat is always going to win in New York City, period. I mean,
overthrown with the Republican. Yeah,
exactly. So, obviously throughout generations, we take what we can. Abraham Lincoln, I would say, is my personal reflection. I remember reading a story about him finding a penny and giving it back to whoever, something like that. It's some weird story as a kid, like Honest Abe and this guy. This March I'm heading over to Maryland.
Awesome.
And one of the things I want to see is the Washington Monument, Abraham Lincoln, and get some the knowledge in there from where it is, because I passed by it, but I didn't have a chance to grasp it all. This time I am.
But absorb it, enjoy it, and it's like take us a field trip, right? Like go out there and just be like, wow, I'm part of history. Just one day, just just have a good time.
I will.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely. He's like, wait, what? That's good. Okay, so quickly, this is what we'll be G-rated with this one. Okay, so second question, what would you do? What would you do with women or men who either play the field? How do you feel about that? Like,
I mean, I don't personally have any problems with that, as long as everybody's in understanding of what's going on.
Right.
In my 20s, I was. Imagine this guy, in peak physical condition and running out there on his own. But I got caught up quick and found a beautiful wife at the time, and had 2 kids. So my game was cut short.
You like, oh man,
Oh darn.
exactly. There we go. He's like, I'm still, I'm still my years, man.
And then when I got in my mid-20s, when I was going to college and everything, and I explored more of the world out there and everything aspect, work wise, relationship wise, everything. And then now in my 30s, as an executive officer, seasoned for almost 10 years. My 10th anniversary is coming up.
Congratulations.
My political work, my chaplaincy work, things have changed to me in those aspects, and the way I look at views, but I try to keep everything bipartisan, down the line, keep things separate as much as I can. And remember, me as an individual is one thing, but what I stand for and the people that I, work for and represent are all different things and entity, and try to bring it all together in some kind of integration. I'm not perfected yet, but I think I'm doing an okay job.
One day at a time, right?
One day at a time.
That's all you could do. That's what's up. So we're gonna go quickly on celebrity gossip. That was it for today's topic. Real quick run through on celebrity gossip and go right into you guys. Okay, so you ready? Okay. All right. So first one. Ooh. Well, I didn't see it Sunday. But the Grammys happened this past Sunday. And of course, Lizzo won Album of the Year. Congratulations, yes. Beyonce, as you know already, she took a lot of awards home. We all know about her already. And of course, this year is the 50th anniversary of the hip hop. Right. Mm-hmm. So Run DMC was there. They performed, and a few other, hip hop legends did their thing to contribute to that for the anniversary for this year. So that's cool, right? Yeah.
That sounds good. I didn't watch the Grammys itself, but I got the highlights, and yes. Beyonce getting the most Grammys ever.
Yeah, I was like,
that's awesome.
How's she gonna carry that home?
And then Lizzo was great. I was able to hear her speech and everything, which is great. And she ended the show on top of that. It's awesome.
Yes.
And let's say Bad Bunny, right?
Bad Bunny, yeah.
His performance there. Yeah. I didn't get the gist of it. I got it, and I saw it, but I was like, all right, it's something different,
Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works. How about you, DJ? Did you get any highlights from the Grammys?
No, I'm not really in tune with that source.
Oh, okay. Man. All right.
Not yet. Maybe a couple years,
Yeah, exactly. You be good. He's like, yes. Okay, so quickly now on Offset, also during the Grammy situation, Offset and Quavo, before they was performing for, who had passed away, take off. They actually had behind the scenes, they had a fallout or a fight, and Cardi B was there to kind of break out the fight and everything. And thank God it got cleared out, but it was just crazy. Right before they about to perform on stage, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that part I didn't know. But I'm assuming they did perform. Yeah. As a professionals, you got to put some stuff aside, and
exactly.
and it's not always about yourselves. It's about who's there for you, the audience. There's probably kids out there that wanted to see that happen, and they may not know the whole story, but I'm sure the performance was on top notch.
Yeah, I want to see what's on demand because I missed it. I was like, sorry, man. I want to see it, but not the fight, but the actual performance, Anyway, all right, so third one, guys. Kim Kardashian. Ooh, hot topic. All right, versus Kanye West's new wife. As you guys know, he's married to his architect lady, or you want to call it, So apparently, the new wife, Kim Kardashian, actually states pretty much that she's still in control of Kanye West. That's what the new wife is stating. That Kim Kardashian, even though they have like 4 kids together, right? She's saying that, she's still having more of a power trip over her man or ex-man or baby daddy, you want to call it. So that's crazy, right?
Look, if you ever had the opportunity to be with Kim Kardashian, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with her. I'm okay with her controlling me for the rest of my life.
You want that?
I'd be happy. I can live with that. I would survive with that.
Lord.
But on top of that, with having kids with any particular person,
right,
there's always going to be some level of balance that's going to tip the scale, and his new wife, I didn't know he got married with her. I knew he was with the architect woman, but I didn't know he married her. But you going in knowing that. It's not like it was a surprise,
Oh, wait, you got 4 kids.
Oh my gosh. oh, hey, you got to pay money and you got to do child support and you got to do, daddy visits
Lord.
and stuff like that. Come on, we all know that, and he's a public guy, so it's not like he's keeping it quiet,
Exactly, and he says a whole lot. So yeah, that's another whole situation with that.
DJ, you want to throw in about Kim Kardashian at all? No.
He's like, nah, whatever, man, it's fine. It's okay, don't worry about it. Last one for celebrate gossip, Rihanna. As you guys know, she'll be performing this Sunday for the Super Bowl. How do you guys feel about that?
I honestly didn't think that she was that long. Like I've heard she always throwing out singles or being
For a while.
So
Yeah, for a while.
I assume that something has come up. But when you reach that level, I mean, what's your next goal?
Exactly.
She's like the Barbados queen. Like she has her own like statue of herself. Like I'm not statue, but you know what I mean. Like she's it. She's the person of Barbados.
Yeah, she represents it well.
Yeah, and she's top of the charts. What's it called? Live Nation. She's like one of the top performers on there and the record contract. So I mean, what else can you do as a performer? She has the Fetty line and all that stuff. So
I love. She's amazing, and she's a mom too. So she's doing her thing.
Come on, DJ, you got something about Rihanna? You got to say something.
Come on,
about Rihanna.
Yeah, man.
Happy that she performing.
Okay, that's
good enough.
Yeah,
Brasso, that's good enough.
Well, we got something, all right.
For her, if the audience that don't know, or DJ, I don't know if you know, but the Super Bowl doesn't pay its artists to perform, but it's the most live television show per year ever. Always
it's big opportunities with that.
Yeah, and they pay for the performance to happen. So they'll do the magic show, the fires and all the stuff, and the glamour.
Awesome.
So hey, I can't wait to see Rihanna.
Oh man, me either. I mean, hopefully I can see on demand, but we'll see. We'll see.
What songs do you expect her to sing?
She's done Umbrella, of course. That's a famous one. A few others that I really like. I want to see. I don't know. I mean, she's gonna do like up tempo songs because of course it's a Super Bowl song.
I want to hear the last one she did for the Black Panther.
Lift Me Up.
Lift Me Up.
She may do that one.
So
yeah,
that
she
is
may.
So
yeah,
good.
Yeah. That's what I just saw 2 days ago on YouTube. I was going through something and it kind of cheered me up afterwards. It was like pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful.
Shout out to Rihanna. Gonzalo says hi.
Ooh, and Valentine's Day's around the corner. Ooh. Well, she's with A$AP Rocky, right?
Yeah, I didn't go that far.
I know. I just thrown in there, just to let you know. So that was it for Celebrity Gossip. Are you guys ready? All right. So guys, I am again honored to reintroduce you guys in the building right now for the Artist Spotlight segment. He is a candidate for the Bronx 17th District and running for candidacy for Democrat. Forgive me. Let's give it up for Sergeant Gonzalo Duran and CJ. Woo! DJ. Woo! All right. I wish I had better sound effects here. I mean. Like a bell or something, something like that.
We'll work on that for next time.
Yeah, all right, next time. Yeah. So, guys, thank you again for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. He's like, yeah, I'm just here. So I know we had you a while back.
Well, yeah, last time I came, I came in as an executive officer.
Yes.
And then, the candidacy just a little bit at the end,
Right.
This time I'm no hold bar. I'm already publicly. I'm running.
Are you ready?
I'm running. I got my campaign finance should be ready by the end of the week.
Awesome.
And I'm pulling my team. So I have pretty much my medias, my treasurer, everything that you need for the basic outline is done. So now I'm coming, gloves off. We're hitting it hard.
Ooh, okay. So we're getting right into it. So before that, we're gonna let's first go into politics, and then we're also gonna tap into something separate besides that, which you do your corporation as well. So let's just first talk about the politics first. So right now you're running for candidacy for the Bronx 17th District, which is
city council.
City council in the Bronx as a Democrat. Yeah. So tell us that journey. Like, how did you get started and all that?
So I've never had true ambitions to be in the political realm, but my work has always been, at 18 I joined the military, made it up to sergeant, went to Iraq, and when I finished my tour, I had a bad a couple months. I became homeless, but I worked my way back up. Okay. to the parts where, I'm just going to go over my resume real quick for everybody.
Yeah.
Once again, Marine, Sergeant, Iraq veteran,
Wow.
Open NASDAQ, Father of the Year for New York City, Veteran of the Year for the Bronx, Advocate of the Year, Humanitarian of the Year, Man of the Year, and it goes on. On the side, when I'm, my free time, I do chaplaincy work. I'm a chef. I do reporting. I've been a BronxNet Access producer. My articles that have been published, from the East Coast to the West Coast, careers in government, et cetera, et cetera.
Awesome.
And, on my free time, on top of that, of all those things, I believe in mentoring the youth, and that's why DJs is here.
Yes.
He's never been on the radio. I was like, oh, want to jump on the radio? And what did you say, GJ?
Yeah.
There you go. That was good enough. That's good
I
enough
like your energy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, get it.
So, in that aspect, the military, the veteran, and the community in general, I try to do an integration so that we can do stuff. Our programs in Devil Dog are top tier. We have a golfing, scuba, a camping program, and then our events, cigar nights, poker nights, political, civic events, domestic violence stuff, education on PTSD, etc. And then, art classes and crochet classes, etc. And then our community engagements, everything from, block parties, town hall meetings, me personally mentoring, and then also even reading to kids,
I wish I'd seen you've done a lot of great, and you've been a huge, a huge impact, especially in the Bronx and the world, and just in worldwide, like tri-state area. Like you do a lot of humanitarian work, and we appreciate you for that. So keep up the great work.
Thank you. And it's not something that I'm doing this, just because I'm running for office or I did it for a couple months. I've been doing this for years,
for a long time. I know you for a long time. So I know
So once I became situated and I made that level, I was like, I don't want to look at life as a money oriented thing. I wanted to see what I can do to better my community, and all those aspects, serving my country, coming back home. I got a Fordham University education, and I used all that together to give back to the community. And then at a certain level, I noticed things were just wasn't the way it needs to be. And in my day-to-day job, my 9 to 4, I have to help those that are disadvantaged, the homeless, the immigrants that come to my desk. I spend, Christmas season playing Santa Claus and getting toys for the kids.
That's beautiful.
And then when the winter hits, I'm collecting jackets for the kids and the community. And then the next thing is, books. We put out a flyer to try to get some books, and DJ was a part of this.
Awesome.
I put the flyer out, and then within just under 3 weeks, we got 4,000 bucks.
Congratulations.
I'm like, wow, we thought we were going to be struggling for 1,000.
Yeah, at least we get some, right?
Luckily, we opened our second office earlier this month, and we had a place to organize it and everything. Now, 1/3 of those books is going to the Bronx Bookmobile, which is an organization, since the Bronx doesn't have a bookstore, that gives books to children and the community. 1/3 goes to either a hospital or school, and any other organization that asks for anything.
Amazing.
And then the 1/3 that's left goes to my network of liaisons across the city. And then a small portion, because we were able to get the ability to have one particular book that was given multiple times, like a stack of 20, we can take 10 of those from that group, and then 10 from another group and another group, and we can use that to have our own reading program. So not only do I go read to students, children, but now we can have our own program as well.
I love that.
That's the way it should work.
Yes. Listen, I we got applause going on. Shoot. I have to just get the applause in there, right? But let's just get back a little bit, not before the program, like corporation you have. Let's get back a little bit more to what your candidacy is about as well.
So now you take what I've done and everything I just explained, that one program, right? Like, let's say the book program, or like the people that I help. Yeah, I'll go with that. The people that I help on a regular basis, they're screaming, why aren't our elected officials doing more? Why aren't they doing this? Why aren't they doing that? And I'm like, look, I'm not an elected official. I'm here to help you with the resources that I can provide. And then I'm like, well, why don't I run for office then? And 2017, I did run for City Council District 15 in the Bronx. And unfortunately, because of a car accident, I had to cut my campaign short.
Yeah.
But I've been working my way back, and then District 17 has been, we have 2 offices there, and I moved there as well, last year, and I was like, there's nothing going on. Nobody's helping us out, so let me do it myself.
Yeah.
So boom, that's how that happened.
That's amazing. And I want to ask you now, like the things you've seen in that district and the things you've seen as a being a Bronx resident as well, and seeing things that need to be improved. I'll tell the listeners right now, watching viewers, what change you want to happen if becoming a candidate, and also now being an actual, when you get the chance, when people vote, please, by the way, please vote. And to tell the viewers and listeners not watching, what do you want change? What issues you see that needs to be corrected? And also being in the Bronx or also in the tri-state area, what did you see that could be improvement in that sense?
Well, first of all, I'm not running like specifically for District 17. I'm running for a change in the system. I'm running for the city of New York City. I think we need better politicians to be in front of those offices, to be running it. Second, we need, right now, let's say the voting capacity, like somebody, I can't think of every single one, but like there are elected officials that win in districts where they only won with like 2,000 or 3,000 votes, when there's like 60,000 individual residents in that section.
Wow.
How embarrassing is that you won with a couple, like a percentage, like a 1 or 2% percentage of what's out there, or that's, I'm not happy with that. I would consider that embarrassing. Like, if I'm going to lose this candidacy, I want to lose by like 10,000 votes.
Right.
If this guy has done a good job, then it should be no reason for him to like outpass me. Now, if he's outpassing me for a different reason, because I don't have the ability to reach out like I should be able, that's a different story. And I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
DJ Loudmouth had mentioned, the way that system is and how bad it is, right? I have something I've been working on called political oppression.
Okay.
So all those programs that I mentioned to you, all those activities that I've done, 99.9% of it is free for the community.
Yeah.
But you know what? Who doesn't have the access to it? Many members in the community.
Wow.
Elected officials look at me as their competition, and they won't share the flyers that I put out and I give to them to give to the community. So if I told you there was a golf program that's free for the community members,
they're blocking.
Why are you not sending it out? Because you don't want my face or my name or my reputation to overshadow you.
Right.
Now we always hit our quotas, and I think just our golf program alone has reached hundreds, if not thousands or more, because I don't keep count of every single one. Right. But you can see our activities on Facebook, on our website, on our Instagram. We had, the last event was like almost 20 people. Just
good.
one golf event, and it was the middle of the cold. Somebody came as far as Delaware to participate.
Wow, that's deep.
We had the military, we had veterans, we had civilians, we had business owners, and we just had regular people that just wanted to learn how to golf. I think a kid or two there as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
And that's the reflection of what I bring to the table. So let's say one of the things that I want to do is bring more resources to District 17 without being filtered by them, by the system,
right. That like not more, they have more say to you and control, like what you can and cannot do. In that sense.
Well, I want to say like instead of it being blocked out to them, I want them to be able to see it.
Exactly.
Like our book program alone, it didn't come really from that area. It came from everywhere else but that area, because they wouldn't share my flyer.
That's crazy.
Like, how crazy is that,
It is. They're like kind of stopping you because they see that you could do so much, but they're limiting you.
Yes, they're limiting. So another form of political oppression, a couple years back, 4 or 5 years back, I was on BronxNet. I had my own access show and everything. We did a late night show, and our equipment got robbed from my car. They broke into the car.
Yes.
They broke into the car and they took our stuff. And I got it. I thought I was going to get a slap on the wrist from them, but no. They banned me from BronxNet.
Oh my God.
Now there's a lot more stuff going into that. It's not just because of that. But let's say those powers that be in those position, they didn't want me to be on a regular syndicated network. And that's a shame, because I think it's illegal. Technically, I think it's illegal because let's say they do the political debates on Bronx then because that's a local cable
Right.
channel.
That's true.
So if I'm banned for life,
You're not able to go.
I'm not able to do my debate there.
Makes sense.
And these last 5 years, they've not have access to my programs visually, seeing me, hearing me. Look at the way I talk. Look at the way I look. Look at the way I act. Come on, you put me next to anybody, I'm a challenge to them. I've outperformed everybody and everything I'm almost always done.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You know,
yeah, I'll shine them. There
but
we go.
but that shouldn't stop you from giving the resources to the people. Period. That shouldn't happen.
That's amazing. So pretty much we're telling the listeners and viewers now watching right now, you want change and, more resources, for illegal immigrants, and you want, people in general to get resources that are free. And that's
I don't want to say it like that. I just trying to say, like, the reason why my programs are working and are free is because the community is helping to make that happen.
That's key.
And I'm not asking for more than what I just need. So, if I just told you we have a golf program, how did that happen? Oh, Gonzalo, how did it happen? Well, I somebody taught me how to golf. An organization paid for it. And then I came back home, and then I was being invited to golf games outside of the Bronx. I'm like, yo, we have 4 or 5 golf courses and 6 golf ranges in the Bronx.
Wow.
So why don't we have a program here?
Exactly.
So I found a location that was willing to let me do the program. I was like, well, I have the skills, and then the last thing I needed are the tools,
awesome.
The equipment to do it, and then put it all together. And 9 years later, and hundreds of individuals, minorities, children, elderly, veterans, non-veterans, business owners have all prospered based off of that. And that's just one of many things that I have done. And that's what I'm going to bring to the table. That's just one little
just a little bit. No, that's amazing. That's amazing. The reason why I stress that much, because people, when they vote, they're like, okay, what are the things that he's gonna put change? What are the issues that we need, like homelessness, like things of that nature? The education system, is horrible.
Yes.
The hospitals, the overcharging these people, patients walk in, they come out with another situation. It's like these are things that are happening now that definitely do need impact and change, and it just needs that one person and a voice and a group of small people to enforce that.
The way you put it is beautiful, and what you said was you keep on saying homeless, like, so
yes,
I'm a person that was homeless,
yes,
and I worked my way to getting out of it, and then I learned what were the problems, the cracks in the system, and I've been working that system for years. So can you solve the homeless problem? Yes, but it's not just District 17. Like, I'm not going to make the change or the movement for that, but right. I am an expert in student veteran homelessness or veteran homelessness.
Yes.
So when it comes to student veteran homelessness, there are ways, and I've put programs and articles and everything. And I even held my first event that I ever did as an executive officer was a town hall meeting on how to end student veteran homelessness.
Awesome.
My work predates a lot of the work that was done by the city on how to end it. So for example, and it's too complicated to bring out right now and tell everybody the intricate part, but let's say you have the post 9/11 GI Bill, which pays for most students' education, and somebody like me, you get the Yellow Ribbon program attached to it at Fordham University. That's like a $60,000 tuition covered completely. Man. Because of my service.
Right.
And then, how is there veterans that are homeless that are students? Well, there's a gap period of, let's say, 1 month before you get your first paycheck going to school. So you need 30 days of going to school before you get that paycheck.
Oh my God.
Now, on top of that, depending on it only covers every 30 days of school. So that means if you're not going to school full time, then you're only getting 9 months out of the year.
Oh my God.
So it's not like going to be perfect for you.
Right.
And everybody knows the problems and knew the problems back then, but when they were saying it publicly.
Right.
So there I am on Fox News telling the world, these are my ideas. These are my programs that I have. These are the concepts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had the town hall meeting, gave my work, my blood and sweat, and I gave it to the public for free. And the Human Act of 2017, I think it's called, from the New York City, it's made it illegal for, or it was a bill passed that made it illegal or wrong for people to discriminate veterans on the basis of their GI Bill or post 9/11 GI Bill.
Right.
My work predates that by at least 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
You know, now, did I ever get credit for it? No. Was it a big deal? No, because I wanted something to be accomplished, and that's what I did. Spoke about it, gave the ideas, and that's many other programs, many other ideas that I put out there, and that eventually made it somewhere. And that's what I've always wanted to do.
Wow.
Now I'm coming out here, I'm saying, look, I wrote the literally the bench, the structure of that.
Yes.
I'm saying it publicly. You
Yeah,
know, if
yeah.
anybody wants to challenge me, go ahead. It's
It's like
Fox News. I got articles from 2014. I did a PowerPoint presentation in, I think, roughly 2015,
wow.
give or take, or something like that. Could be earlier, could be less, and then the town hall meeting that talked about it all. So it's out there. It's solidified.
Okay.
At the time that happened because what brought me to the level of where I went through was because Igor Zubarek, a veteran and at Fordham University at the time, was homeless and helping me. And I thought, you know what? If he's willing to do that for me, let me help him.
That's amazing.
What the VA couldn't do in 6 months, I did over the weekend, and then that brought everything. Unfortunately, 2 or 3 years ago, he died by suicide.
I'm so sorry.
And so I'm going to continue that work now in his honor and push it even harder. So, like, once again, I'm not. District 17 is the office I'm running for.
Right.
The Bronx City Council, District 17. But I'm trying to change the system. I'm trying to make everything. So if you vote for me, well, let's put it this way. You should be voting for me, period.
There you go.
And once I'm in office, look, I'm not going to change the world. I'm not going to solve every problem, but I can solve little problems and bring change for the community. And then, you know what? If you guys don't like the work that I'm doing, in 2 years, you can have somebody else, and I'll walk away with in my head all high that I did my best and I tried.
That's the main key right now. So right now we also have a young gentleman here on my other side. His name is DJ. Oh, is that correct? Okay, DJ. Okay, so I know you work with the youth. And just tell more of the listeners, what do you do with the teens and the youth? I know you do like Marines and you like other things as well, but tell how his DJ involved with that.
So this is Sarah. I'm gonna put my executive hat back on.
Ahead,
so no
man.
Political stuff at this moment.
No political. No.
So part of my stuff is mentoring individuals. Is I want to show people what the Bronx, like, I consider myself an ambassador to the Bronx. # the Bronx Sun.
Hey.
And in that capacity, I'm always trying to better and give more of what my experience is to the youth in general, the Bronxites. Me being a veteran, that puts me right there 1%. NASDAQ opener, national television writer. This puts me in different category. 1% of a 1% or something.
That's
like that.
better than nothing.
That's better than nothing. So I was contacted by an organization called Exalt, and what they do is they give teens the ability to get a subsidy to work at a location, and they cover their expenses. So in the hopes that the organization that they're working for will give them that model of what the business is like.
Nice.
And you try to pair them the best that they can. Since I'm so broad and out there, my curriculum in my head is like, let's do some labor work. Let's get some, notoriety out there, and then let's do the mentorship. So come, attack it from all different angles, and that's why DJ is here. DJ, do you want to say anything about your experience the last 2 weeks? No.
Oh, you on the radio, man.
The radio.
Anything? I mean, is it a great experience? I mean, how has it changed your life in a way?
It's just experience.
Okay. You're learning a lot from it and gaining a lot from hands-on and everything else.
Well, at least a good experience, I hope. Yeah.
He's like, well, yeah, I guess Okay.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah.
You're getting paid, right?
Awesome.
And, he's paying good money, like more than some other people that I know. Like I'm like, man, I want your paycheck.
He's like, please help me. No, mess me. No, but you pretty much get like a stipend, if I'm not mistaken. Like you get a stipend, but you also like put the hours and the time, and you volunteer and you help out. And like, what has Gonzalo showed you in that perspective?
Well, a man of many words. A man of many
I'll
words.
take that. Yeah. He's like,
but like to throw it back, I seen, from his first day to now, it hasn't been that long, but it's hardworking, a lot of potential. Obviously there are things that he needs to work on, public speaking and stuff like that, etc. But it takes time. Like I didn't become the best speaker in the world by, well, no, did I just throw like a?
You just had a brain fart moment. Wait a minute.
I didn't become a decent speaker. Let me humble myself for a second. I didn't become a decent speaker by without practice, because I actually am a pretty shy guy. I like to keep myself. I like to read books. I like to go to a library, go to a movie, museum and stuff like that. So it was like, oh, I didn't know you can speak. There's people that I've been hanging out with for years, and they're like, well, you never said more than 50 words to us in years that we've known you. Where did it come from?
That's crazy.
But I'm more of a man of action. When it comes to work, I'm a different person.
Gotcha.
You told me to talk to a nice lady, and I'm like, hey, your hair is nice.
Oh my.
I'm stuck there. But you talk about homelessness, you talk about immigrant.
Hey, I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go. So, okay, but for me to do that, I had to learn ways to get through that. So, working as a Marine and working as an executive, I had to see clients and interact with them, and then, with bosses and with women, with powerful women like you. Look at that.
You better stop.
Look at you sitting on your high step, and I'm like down here, like, oh, stop all the way down here,
It's just because of the level 1 city and everything, so not really, yeah.
And let's see what else. I practice my speeches and my talking engagements when I'm riding my bike all by myself. When I'm walking down the road, some people are looking at me like, I don't see a headphone or anything like that.
Yeah, like, well,
is he crazy? Like, is he talking to himself?
What's going on?
And then the radios, the TVs. My first TV interview was on Fox News.
Wow.
And
that's
I'm
big.
like,
yeah.
For the first
yeah,
time.
I'm like, I would love that. Shoot,
and then where do you go from there? So I had to go high, and then everything else was gravy after that.
No, but that was a great experience. Like that first time to like be behind the camera and like have that moment. That's
well, it wasn't the best experience for me because they had me in the back room, the green or green room, whatever they call it, and they were talking about the Zika virus that day. It was,
I remember that.
So like they're like, oh, it can happen at any moment, anytime you can. And I'm like, wait, what? You want me to go public service? So,
oh God, I can't.
In the back of my head, I'm like sitting there thinking Zika virus. Oh, but let me talk about homeless student.
Let's kind of change up the whole topic. You're like, oh. I can't. No, but actually, you have a thing coming up as we speak. I think February 25th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
It's a food and nutrition event or something. Tell us more about that. Yeah.
So, it now that we had we opened our second office. We didn't have the grand opening yet, but it's coming up. I'll let you guys know. And you guys, if you ever want to, keep in touch or with the activities of Devil Dog, devildogusainc.org, www.devildogusainc.org. On all our social media, it's Devil Dog USA Inc. And on February 25th from 12 to 2 p.m., right across the street from our office at 1347 Bristol Street, between Bristol and Jennings Street in the Bronx. You go across the street in the parking lot between, we're having a health, nutrition, and fitness fair. And right now we have smoothies from Tropical Vibes, which is also across the street from us. And it's hosted by the local church and the Jennings Church. I don't remember the name. It's pretty long.
It's okay.
But it's a church on Jennings Street, and it's right next to our office. So if you're looking at the parking lot, the church is on our left side. And then actually, obviously all the programs that I mentioned earlier, our recreation programs are going to be the highlight of that. Awesome. Special guests are the East Bronx Marines, East Bronx United States Marines. And that's it's a great thing. They can do their physical fitness test out there.
Oh wow!
See if anybody wants to challenge them. You think you could muster
Nah,
up
I'll
to be
stay
a
home,
Marine?
man. It's too
You
cold.
know,
I'm like, yo, I'm in the treadmill, no man.
if you got what it takes, go out there.
All
you know.
right.
The Party Nail from Mount Vernon has is co-sponsoring it with us, and she's even throwing out some gift certificates. So and then for the coming weeks, this upcoming week,
Yes.
we'll put out a secondary flyer. So if you're a vendor, if you're an organization that deals with anything with health, nutrition, or fitness, you're welcome to reach out to me. CEO at devildogusainc.org. You can call me 516-515-0240.
Make sure no crazies after a certain time. I just throw it in there. Had to put a PSA moment there,
No, it's okay. Look, I've been a public figure for over 10 years, so
Yes.
I know how to deal with it, and I got the system down packed. So
Got you. No problem. No problem. But also, like I said, what time is that for that event?
it's from 12 to 2 p.m.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And do you have any coming more events for this month?
Dozens and dozens.
Okay.
So we have a civic engagement coming up
Oh.
at Little Italy Cigar. Then we have March 1st, the opening for the women's. I believe it's Women's Month. Is
Yes.
the March.
Yes.
And we're having Iris Soto from Epic Universe, your Epic Universe. She's hosting a women's panel for either entrepreneur. She didn't give me all the details, but it's already set up, all the dates. My part in it is to give my experience on whatever subject matter that she wants, whether it's design, networking, publishing, media, how to do a logo and all that stuff. So I'm just coming in, but it's under the Devil Dog umbrella.
I like that. Okay.
With our with our office open, grand opening, obviously most likely it's probably gonna be March 1st, but don't quote me on that. Don't I won't get in trouble. Top secret. And then if you keep on our website or our Facebook as well, then you'll get the flyers for the upcoming events. All the time I don't remember them all.
No, don't worry about it.
Getting back to the campaign though, if you wanted to reach me or know my platforms or see what I'm about and things that I've done over the years, you can go at www.gonzaloduran, GONZALODURAN.NYC. My publications over the years, my activities are always, it's not up to date, but you can go on our social media, on all my social media at Gonzalo Duran NYC. Everything will pop up, and you'll see everything, how active, how proactive I am, how resourceful, and all things that we're doing. I think this is the maybe third time I've been on DTF Radio. Twice in the last 2 months or so.
It's like that, yeah.
Next time I come, I won't have a youth with me, and we can go even harder with some of these topics that.
Yeah, because I want people to know who you are, and then just get to know more. Who they're voting for, right? So definitely.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
So speaking not only what you know about me from what I've said to here, were you expecting me to be so ready?
No, I think you already know what your game plan. Like you kind of figure out more or less, especially now you're doing what you're doing with the corporation. Congratulations, by the way, 10 years, right?
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Welcome. Okay. Besides that, and also what you're doing now for being a candidate, for the Democrat Party and for this year, for everything else for the Bronx. I think it's good that you're ready to go, and whatever questions you kill it.
So we know what DJ Loudmouth
right
opinion is right now, but what's yours? What do you want for New York City
in general? I mean,
one change. Give me something small. Well, there's nothing really small, but give me give me one topic that you would want to start changing.
I think right now they need to really shape up the numbers of homeless people out there, families that are suffering, and maybe improve the system a little more. Because one thing, you clean up the streets like the mayor has done, clean up the streets and everything. Throw them in the mental health, what do you want to call it, places, or in the shelter, but the shelters are overpacked. What can you put them in shelter, and then what did they just go back to the street?
Exactly.
What's the resolution?
So I don't think you're gonna kick us out anytime soon, right? Like we're not in a rush.
We got a few more minutes, just a few.
So
minutes.
this is a problem where I can't go too deep into it, but
right.
Look, right now, like the immigrant population, let's say they're New York City is a sanctuary state or a city, excuse me, sanctuary city, and we're telling them you can come, but we can't give you employment. So I'm like, wait. So
Exactly.
you want individuals to come here, but they can't work here. What's gonna happen? They're gonna go into the homeless population, and they're gonna go into the shelters. They're gonna go, they're gonna find things that are gonna be accommodating for them.
Very true.
I can't tell somebody to do something illegal as an executive officer for a nonprofit.
Right.
I can tell them suggestions and I can tell them what the commonalities are. But my thing is, look, you have to look for a job that's going to help you. Yes. The resources. So I believe it's tomorrow or Friday. We're doing a roll call for resources for the immigration population.
Okay.
Because although I've worked with them on a regular basis, my capacity as a nonprofit is to get them the housing information, the clothing, the books, the toys for Christmas, etc. So I'm also limited. But if I was an elected official, those programs that I mentioned about the student veteran housing, some of those programs that I have could easily fit into the general population. For example, and I know a lot of people know this, but just because you get out of the shelter and you have a voucher doesn't mean they want to rent to you.
Oh no, I heard stories about that. Where you have a voucher and they even deny people now.
Obviously, it's illegal to deny somebody based off the voucher, but there's ways around that.
Right.
Just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
I know, unfortunately.
Now, could we make amendments and can we fight that? Yes, we can. I can talk all I want about it, but we need to make changes. And I'm somebody that's willing to make the work. Not only am I willing to do it, but I've been talking about it. And I've been fighting for it. I've been pushing for it year after year after year. Like, you can't say, Gonzalo, you've never done anything for the homeless. I got that for you. Wow. I got the stacks of papers and literature that I've put out there for it.
Oh my God. Wow.
Let's say with the LGBT community,
yes.
they've made strides over the years. The military used to have the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. Yeah. Back then, a couple of years ago, there were places that the LGBT community didn't feel comfortable. Now you see the progression that they've made, not just in the, I don't know if this is the proper word, because I don't remember the section of it, but the Rainbow District, is that the,
I think, I'm not for sure. It's been a while.
It's in Manhattan, but okay. They have the flags, the multiple flags around. But my point is that was like the only place that they felt comfortable. Now it's all over. Yeah. One of the programs that I'm working on as an executive is safe havens across the city. Awesome. We all know the big ones, but what about the other ones? The grassroots are doing the work as well. So I put them on top. I let them be the figure, the moments right there.
Exactly. Oh man, we have to have you back because we could get into it. Politics.
I think I'll try to find some time for you guys.
Oh, we appreciate.
Come to our upcoming podcast at WPAT.
Oh,
is that a personal invitation?
Well, he threw it in there.
All right, you know it, DJ Loudmouth.
We have to give him more time because is this the 10 minutes?
We can do that at the podcast.
Oh, excuse me.
There we go. And shout out to Gemini.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I didn't know he was not going to be here. Yo, shout out.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
DJ, come on. You got to give us something before we sign out.
Okay, hold on.
Something.
Are you talking about him or are you talking about me?
I'm sorry. DJ.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, whoa.
I was like, what?
He's like, no, that's DJ.
I was like, what? I'm about to spend
You're DJ Loudmouth.
I'm about to jump on that damn
Let him
turntable right
talk,
now.
sir.
All right, go ahead, sir.
This is your moment.
This is your moment.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to say, but
yeah.
Go with your heart. Like, this is your first time on your radio. What do you want your next radio experience to be like?
To be honest, I want to talk about like subjects that I'm interested in besides politics and stuff like that.
Perfect.
Okay,
so now I know. Until something happens, you can't make change or error. So next time I'll try to find something where we get your opinions on what you want, and then we'll get you on it. Okay.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I mean, hey, this is how it is already. So definitely. But we want to thank you guys again for coming.
Yes, it was a pleasure for being here and having you guys here. It was our honor.
Yeah, and also let the people know, when does the voting start? Do they vote now, or is it
there's not yet.
So right now, this Friday, I should be starting my campaign for the funds.
Okay.
And then voting signatures for the general elections to get me on the ballot starts February 28th.
Oh,
And then I think I have up until April, I believe, and then for the signature part, and then June is the general election, the 27th or something like that. Don't call me, people.
Well,
I
no,
don't
the
have the book on me.
primaries in June.
Yeah, he was.
And
He
primary,
mentioned, yeah.
the two finalists, or the one Democratic and Republican. I don't know if is he running unopposed? The person that's holding the
So
seat?
I haven't heard anybody from the Republican side.
Right.
So this is
And
just
right
a
now,
Democratic.
publicly, I'm the only Democrat that's publicly said
Okay,
it.
so
that's
right now,
awesome. Yeah.
for the time being, is between you two, and then the winner of the primary will, I guess, win the election.
Just to be clear, I don't have any competition.
Ooh, speak that
Oh,
true
oh,
now.
okay.
And
I
if
hear
anybody,
that. I hear that,
if
Hashem.
anybody's out there that is thinking to do a last minute run, trust me, I'm
It's
only
not
just
worth
getting
it.
started.
He going
I'm
in
just only
this
You're
getting
gonna
year.
get
started,
destroyed. It's
Toma.
not worth it. Do
Yes.
not go against him. You already know not to go against us. Don't go. We're like the NWO here. They're for life. That's before your time, but look them up. They're the OGs of the wrestling and entertainment game.
This is way before. This is throwback
Hollywood
time.
Hogan,
I try to tell
Scott
them,
Hall, and Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
I try to tell them that you were part of you did an album or a CD with or a song with Cuban Link.
Yeah, Cuban
Yeah.
Terror
Link.
Squad.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I don't know
Terror
who they are.
Squad.
I don't know. I'm like,
And we know in
Oh,
person.
that was I had to stop right there.
Yeah.
Oh, you were like, wait a minute. Okay, forget
Shout out
this.
to my brother Cuban Link.
You good, you
It's
good.
been a minute since we linked up, but
Yeah.
when we do, it gets wild. That's all I can say.
Definitely.
You know, we gotta keep it PG. But.
Oh yeah, I know that. But real quickly, social media, we could find you again.
Yes.
if
So
they-
for political stuff, Gonzalo Duran.nyc, GonzaloDuran.nyc. For my work as an executive, you can reach me at devildogusainc.org.
also, and where could they find you if you want to be found? I mean,
Nah, I want to be found.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
he's
good.
being
DJ Top Secret,
anonymous.
He's
All right, good.
anonymous.
yeah, he got the mask and everything. I got you.
You gotta make sure that you know.
Probably those girls out there looking for him, right?
Like,
Yeah,
yo,
right.
you owe me something.
Yeah.
You want to see radio or something?
You got hundreds of thousands of people listening to us right now, so. You know. I used to be behind.
can't with
used
him.
to be
I can't,
behind
I'm
the
sorry.
camera. And
Yeah.
you said, why not? I got a pretty face, right?
Oh Lord. No. Anyway, so like you said, June. That's what they
Yes,
could.
June.
Yeah, so right now
Okay.
petitioning starts
Petition, yes.
February 28th. I need your signatures.
That's right.
I need to get into District 17 because they're blocking me, and I need your guys'
Wow.
help.
Right.
If you guys aren't sharing, liking, and
Yeah,
hitting
please do.
everything that I'm doing,
Yeah.
then it's your fault why I don't get elected.
I may have to come up there with a megaphone. Get me a megaphone, and I got you.
Oh,
There we go.
You just got your
Already
mouth.
done.
And
You
I
know.
bring on national radio.
I got two.
Boom.
Ooh, there you go.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Let's throw a party. Let's go in front of the District 17 up there.
Will we get some strippers too? I mean, I know you're G-rated, but you know,
We'll see. Maybe the after party.
entice the people to vote. You know.
Hey, we do what we gotta do. Right? We need to get this man in the mayor's office.
There we go.
Yes. Listen, people,
go.
vote. Like
That's
he
right.
said, support. This is an amazing guy. He does a lot for the community, a lot for everyone.
And he served our
Support.
country proudly.
Yes, definitely. Thank you again for that as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And guys, we're closing out. I guess he's doing something very quick.
Well, no, just that's about it.
Oh, okay. I
Thank
didn't
you
do
for
something.
everybody. Tune in
Yeah.
this Friday. Tri-state area, WPAT 930 on your AM dial. The AM's the new FM. You dig? DJ Loudmouth live in the mix. All right, gonna be cutting up independent artists. I'm playing Rick Ross, Ron O'Neill, Lazarus the Top Don, Anonymous, Vero G,
Oh.
JoJo 365, a lot more. And tune in 6 to 7 on your AM dial, 930 New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Long Island. Holla at me. WPET 930am.com. We're everywhere. All right? DJ Loudmouth, Vero G, Empire Media. We're the next movement. Gonzalo Duran. And
DJ.
Okay.
Not your last llama.
All right.
But that's another.
So check you guys out next week. World peace, baby.
Yes.
Let's go.
See you guys until then. Tune in this Sunday, guys, at WPAT 9:30 a.m. We'll be live at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Special edition
That's
show.
right. Special edition.
I
You
wish we
never
got some
know.
wings in that, but hope for another time for that.
We're gonna have pizza, wings, and who
I
knows
think
what else.
Rihanna's gonna win. What do you think? It's a joke.
She got my vote.
I
my
got
vote.
Oh, you better
I
stop.
got the Chiefs. I'm sorry, I'm not rooting for the Phillies. For
Oh,
the Eagles.
no.
The Chiefs all day. Let's go, DJ Mama. We out.
Bye, guys. Until next week. Bye.